Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo, and I am here to do Roxy's Weekly Challenge Week 4, in which Rachel made pockets out of, she had straw paper bags, and the bags were long, and I don't have anything like that. So I thought, why don't we just make envelope pockets in kind of the same manner? Basically, excuse me, she had long bags and she cut some down like in half, and then she left some long. Well, I have a lot of envelopes, can you tell? But what I wanted to do was find envelopes that don't have writing on the back. For instance, like if I want to cover the front, I don't want writing on the back because I want that to be a journaling space. So I was kind of looking through my envelopes. I had sorted them once, but so these all have writing on the back. This does not. Writing on the back. This has something down here, but I think we could get away with that. I have a lot of envelopes here, and one day I need to go through and do a real sort. That one does not. The ones that have writing back here, if they have a window, I could use them for something entirely different. This one has a little bit, but I think it would be okay. Same with that. Same with that. So that's kind of what I was looking for, were ones that so small. We don't want small ones. Oh, these do not either. These are ones that I already used and I've cut them small. Anyways, let's see what we have here. I have a couple with really big windows that'll be kind of nice to do something with. Whenever I get envelopes, though, I just come in and I have this container and I just kind of barely lift the lid and throw them in there. And these both have writing on the back. These we don't want to use. And also what I found in here were some coffee dyed ones that I thought would be perfect, even if I cover up the writing. So I'm going to take these and we'll see what we can do with them, okay? I'm going to put the top back on this and get this out of my way. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and I got my cutter down. And I thought I would just kind of look at these and see what we could do with them. Rachel made pockets out of them, and I'm thinking that before I close this up, we could cover these. She didn't do a heavy collage. Oh, this one's got a warped thing here, but I wonder if we could still use that. Let's see. And that would be good for a big one. So Rachel didn't do a heavy collage. She just took some papers that she had and just kind of collaged a little bit. Let me see what we have over here. On my side table over there, I have a lot of kind of neutral papers. I have all my odd papers. So I'm going to get a pencil. And let's, we could actually gotta see if I can see where my line is. Oh, there it is. You know, if she had a full piece of paper, she used it. If she didn't, she just pieced it together, but she tended to use larger pieces. So that's what I think I'm going to do. perfect. Let's find another one. Let's see. I should have my tear ruler here. This is one where I printed, I don't know how many of these, and I'm not sure why, a long while ago. This was a digital, and I must have printed like 5 of this one page. And I don't know why I did that. So I've got them sitting over here. I'm trying to use them up. That'd be pretty. Actually, this would be kind of pretty as well, huh? I like this. Okay, let's use this side. Let's do it, Tommy. Let's do it. We'll get a couple of them done. And what Rachel is concentrating on, I'm not in camera, I know because I'm here, but what Rachel's concentrating on this year is a mass make. And, oh, there it is. I had to find my pencil mark. And I really like that idea. And again, I will participate this year the same as I did last. If it's a project that I think I will use in my journals, then I will follow along. If it's not, then I will skip that week. Okay, so there's 2. Kind of like this one. How long is this one? This one is 10 to 9. It's 9 inches, and we want about 7.5 to make a long one. How long are these? Almost 7. These are 6.5, almost 7. Maybe I'll use this one up and see if we can cover this. We might need a couple pieces of something here. So, because I really would like to use this envelope up because it's got the, I think I melted the window. something like that. Why don't we just do that? Let's get rid of this gray. We'll put that right there. Get rid of something like that and something like this. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 of them. That's good. That'll get us started, right? Okay, so I think I can get away with just using my glue stick. I hope everybody's well today. Whoops, a little crooked, Tommy. Well, plus this envelope is kind of bumpy and warped, so it is what it is. But we were able to cover that bumpy window, which is good. Okay, there's one. this would be a good way to use up your envelopes, right? If you don't have bags, you can just make envelope pockets. Same idea. You could make bags, but I thought, why should I do that when I have envelopes? I have envelopes coming out my wazoo. And I don't use them as fast as I collect them, because I get them every day. And these are pretty neutral that I'm using. I think that's one of the things Rachel said in the beginning when she started, the beginning of the year. She said she was going to kind of try to mass make neutral and then decorate. But this time she used beautiful papers and decorated them so pretty. They weren't neutral, but mine will be neutral. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is, this is so easy. We want to get a hole punch or something like it. Before we seal this, we're going to make our thumb notch. Make it about there, and you make it as deep as you want. Okay. Do the same to this one, and that's before you glue this flap over. And the same to this one. Okay, now so we want to glue this flap over, but I also want to cover this. This one, we want to glue the flap over and just maybe cover that, because then this will be journaling space. This one, however, has got a blue back. So I want to put a piece in there and then glue this over. So I'm going to get my this is the bag of my neutral scraps. And let's see, we need to do something with this piece, right? I think we should distress as well, because I'm a distresser. So before we glue that, let's distress this. There, I like that. Okay, and we can distress that after. This right here, we can then go ahead and glue. Trying to make that as neat as I can. I'm going to cover it, and then we want to put a piece here just to cover that up. And I think we can get away with just a piece as such. So we're going to just use this piece of paper right here. And that way, this whole back would be journaling, for journaling. Nice. And then we can decorate it when we use the journal. Okay, so for this one, let's do this one next, because it's about the same. We want to just distress. And we can distress the outside when we're done. Yeah, we gotta distress this part because that might show through the back. Yeah. Okay. And then we should be able to glue. Okay, and then we need a piece to put on here. I don't know if I have just, well, here's a wide one right here. Why don't we just put a piece right down here? I don't think I need it quite that wide though, so I don't want to really waste that. Oh, here. There we go. Looky there. So I don't know how much I've mentioned on here, but I watch videos all night long because my puppies sleep with me and they get up twice a night. So I don't sleep real good. Oh, that'll be nice. Perfect. Okay. And then this one, we need to cover this right here. And we had this piece, and I think if we put that in there, we would be good. So I'm going to open this up try to open this up to make it easier to glue that in. Some people would probably try to just slip that in, but I don't do that real well. So I'll just wrap that around right there. That'll take care of that blue. Oh no, I have a little blue right there. I wonder if I could maybe put this right there. Then oh yeah, then that'll cover that piece right there. Perfect. Like this. And then we want to just slip some glue right in here, and I'm going to use my Bearly Art glue on. I'm going to put it on this side because this is the side that's kind of uneven. To hold that down. There. And then we didn't have to get bags to do this project. We just used our envelopes. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and distress them the rest of the way around. And if you're not an inker, you don't have to ink. In more times than not, I am an inker. And I'll tell you where I got that from. One of the first people I started watching when I started making journals many moons ago, before I got into making them to sell or anything like that, but just as a kind of a hobby, was Gail Augustinelli. And Gail is an inker. And I think I picked that up from her, that I really liked the fact that it really gives a definition to edges. I don't think that I really have a specific style of journals that I make, because I usually make journals that are, in the past, I always made journals that were kind of themed. And so you tend to just stick with the theme. Oh, I forgot to ink this before I glued it closed. That's okay. It'll work. But I have since, like, I love the digitals and the work. The digitals by Cheryl Francis Art and the digitals and work by Louisa Heinzel, Crafty Cat, Amy at Crafty Cat, Roxy's Creations, Rachel, Medieval Mirage, those types of digitals. But I love the work of Louisa Heinzel. I enjoy Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. I'm like throwing these out here so you guys can go visit their channels and see what their style is. It's just amazing. Those are the people that are pretty reputable. They've been around a while. And they're the people that I pretty much learned from. Okay, so we've got those. So I want to decorate one. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to pull out these and see. I should have labels. Let's have our labels out. Our moths or butterflies or flowers. These. Oh, we have mushrooms. That would be kind of neat. Okay. So let's see what we got. We just want to put something together. Maybe I'll decorate a couple of them. These are Louise Heinzel's mushrooms. Are they beautiful or what? I love them. She has some big ones. Let's see if we have a bigger one to fit on there. Oh, they might look good on there. I don't know. I think they look good there. Let's see if there's anything any bigger. I have my own mushrooms. But hers are bigger. She's got bigger, like, see the size of these? That's a little too big. But they're cool because they have the lace on them. I think I kind of like that one. Oh, I kind of like that one too. But I think I kind of like that one. Oh. Okay, let's go with that one. And with that, I think we need maybe a label. Could do smaller if we want, or a different color, or most of these labels are ones that I stamped. I kind of like that. They're ones that I stamped on scrap paper or something. That keeps it kind of neutral like that. And then, let's see what we could add to that. I got these like letters and I don't know if there's anything in here. Some of these are my numbers. Some are other numbers that I'm not sure where I got them from. There's one of Louisa's digitals in here. What do we got? Oh, nope, nope, nope. I don't think I want a price tag in there. Nope, I don't think I want anything out of there right now. And we don't want flowers, but I can get down the old standbys. These are just spare pieces that I stamped. Okay, I think for that one we're going to go with that. And that way, down the line when I decide to use it, if I want to put a word or something on there, I can. So let's distress. I realized when I was editing videos once that when I reach up to get my distress ink in that, my camera, my phone, I have video on my phone, it wants to readjust the focus. So I'm going to have to come up with a better way where I'm not reaching up and I maybe reach in here, change something. I'm still arranging in this room, trying to get it the most convenient for me. Okay, and this one, I think I'm going to use my marker to go around this Copic marker. It's a Sketch E51 Milky White. And I'm just going to, I do this when because I don't fussy cut. I kiss cut. So there is a white area around the edge. And I just kind of go around and outline where that white is. Color the center that I don't want to cut out. It's kind of a messy outline too. I'm not real careful. I just don't want that stark white. I think that does it. And then we can go ahead and glue. I'm going to use my Bearly Art for this because this is a cardstock. Hello. Okay, and then this one, just put on with our glue stick. Okay, I think that's good. Kirk just came in and out the front door, so the puppies are running. Okay, I love it. So do we want to maybe, let's do this one because I'd like to put a flower on it. Okay, because that would be kind of exciting. Let's see what we got for flowers. And remember, these Rachel does these as a mass make. And oh my gosh, how pretty is that? I think I have a bigger, ooh. But I love that white one. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure that I would put anything with that. I think I would just put it on there like that. And then if I want to add something later, I can. So again, I'm going to not distress. I'm going to use my marker on this white space. Again, this is an alcohol marker. It's a Copic. Copics are kind of expensive, but I love them. But I also went ahead and bought the set of Blicks because the Blick alcohol markers now you can get refills for. When I first started doing like illustrations and that, you could not. Copic was the only option for that. They had other alcohol markers like Spectrum Noir and various other ones that have come about, I'm sure, since. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they don't have refills. So once the marker dries up, that's it. And I'm not sure if they sell individual markers. But anyway, so I invested in Copics years ago, many, many years ago. And I have loved them. But I did get the Blicks because they were a little more cost effective. Their colors are a little different. And now they are, oh, I love that. And now they are, you can get refills. So that's an option if you're interested in getting alcohol markers that you can get refills for. The Blicks are a great idea. Okay, I love this. And I love that there's nothing else here, just that flower. I love it. Okay, so this is my, how far are we in terms of time? Oh, we're good. We're almost 30 minutes. Okay, so this is my rendition of Roxy's Weekly Challenge, week 4. And again, I think, I can't remember what she calls them, but she used straw bags. They were narrow bags, like long, narrow bags that she made short. She cut some in half, and the top part that she cut off, she glued the bottom and made short bags. And then she left some larger. And the backs are meant for journaling, like this. And we just, instead of using bags, we just use our envelopes. And I think it's a good way to use up your envelopes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for the idea, Rachel. I really appreciate your inspiration with the weekly challenges. And thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. If you like the video, please hit the like. Ring the bell if you want to get notified when I upload new videos. Share if you know somebody that might be interested in watching the videos and just maybe getting into journaling. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.